get ready with me while I get ready for Thanksgiving. I already curled my hair, so right now I'm just gonna do my edges and then put on some makeup. Oh, I'm also gonna be talking a little bit about my life, spilling a little bit of tea. Not too much though, because y'all can't get too much from me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, first update. I just turned 23. I don't know why I want to be 25 so bad. I'm not a person who's like scared to age. I'm so happy about aging. I'm so happy about getting older. I'm not in a rush to get older. I'm very happy to be in my 20s, very happy to be young, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also looking forward to being 25. And my 20s have not been bad. Like genuinely, I don't know why everybody's making a big fuss about their 20s, but for me, it has not been horrible. So I'm very happy to say that. In a lot of ways, I feel older, but I also still feel like a little kid in most ways. I just turned 23, but a few days before that, I recently moved out of my parents' house. And this was not something that I was honestly I planned to do it, right? Like it was in my plans to move out at some point, but definitely not this fast. But when God tells you to do something, honey, you just gotta do it. When God puts something in your heart, you pray and everything is right, just do it. Like, why be afraid? This is my first Thanksgiving getting ready and like not waking up in my parents' house, which is so weird because we host Thanksgiving at our house. So I'm used to like being a whole ordeal. But yesterday I just went to bed and today I just woke up and am getting ready. I did make some banana pudding. So it honestly blows my mind that like I'm not home right now. But I'm very happy. I love my space. I love, honestly, just the season of life that God has me in. I genuinely, shout out to the big G. Like, shout out to God. Shout out to Jesus because he really be doing it. Okay? He really be doing it. My goodness. I just recently went through a breakup and it was not a bad breakup at all. It genuinely wasn't. Your girl is single, happy to be. Definitely don't want to mingle because the only person I want to mingle with is Jesus. Do you hear what I'm saying? No, but seriously on that, I'm looking forward to like a year of just me and God. Just me and God. Nobody's texting my phone. Nobody's worried about where I'm at. And that's all. I love love. I love relationships. All that is beautiful. But so is singleness, honey. I am happy to be single. Definitely looking forward to like, you know, one day getting married and having a whole bunch of babies. Looking forward to that for sure, but also very grateful to not be in that stage of life right now. Like extremely grateful to just be single. I've not been on Instagram or social media for a very long time at this point. I think it's been, 2022. I took a year off of social media and I'm literally just now getting back to it. Yeah, I'm very happy to like connect with everyone again and post a little bit more about my life and not a whole bunch because I'm a very private person, or at least I try to be because I don't really like everybody in my business, no ways. I have been so into like fashion and makeup and hair. I've always been that way, but recently it's like I'm tapping back into my creativity when it comes to like getting dressed and putting on an outfit and doing all the things. I am so, I love it. It makes me so happy. Also, I have a church home now. That's a huge thing for me, okay? Because my church home is literally a home. It's a family. I love these people so much. Because I do so well on my own, I tend to not be intentional with like building relationships. So that's definitely something I want to work on. But I definitely know I need to be better at connecting with people and stuff. I'm also very introverted, so it's easy for me to like, you know, stay in my little shell and everything else. But God really challenged me to be uncomfortable in that area, stepping out a little bit more, doing things that I would never do, such as sing on a worship team every Sunday. Like, to some people that may not be surprising, which I get because I've always been singing. But to me, it was never in my plans. And it's honestly been, I don't even know if I have the words to describe what it's been doing in my life, but I love it a lot. It's a lot of fun. Like I have a group of people that we just stand before God in worship and adoration, and it's amazing. It's just amazing to like have such an awesome church home and be in a place where it's like, oh wow, I have all this space to grow. I have all this space to serve. It's genuinely amazing. It's amazing. As you can see, I've changed my hair. Yes, I permed my hair. I love it so much. It just works for me. It works for me. I've just been working and like trying to grow in every way that I can, trying to hold myself more accountable. I'll honestly say I'm not afraid of adulthood at all. I think I've always like, since I was younger, I've always loved the idea, and everyone thinks I'm crazy for saying this, but I've loved the idea of being an adult. And I mean it in the sense of like having your own, being able to pay your own bills, being able to like have your own space and like taking very good care of yourself on your own, and that level of independence. I've always loved that. I'm happy to like be dipping my feet in the water of that era of adult things. Your girl is so happy. Of course I have hard moments because at the end of the day, spiritual warfare is real. Okay, it's real. It's very real. And the fight is not against flesh and blood. So there's definitely, you know, highs and lows, but there's so much beauty in it all. At this point in my life, I've finally decided to just live a beautiful life and stop looking around me, what other people are doing, what other people are saying, what other people are thinking of me, all these things. I'm in that place where it's like, I don't really actually care anymore. I think, honestly, the thing that I probably struggle with the most is the standards that I have for myself. What have I decided about myself? What is true about what the Lord says about me? And how am I going to put those things into action in my life? I think the standards that I hold for myself are honestly my biggest pressure. So definitely still working on not striving to be perfect, because it's literally impossible. Like, why would you strive to be perfect? There's only one person that could ever be perfect, and it's Jesus. Like, we don't have the capacity to be perfect. We were made to behold the perfect one. And so I've been learning that I'm not meant to be perfect. I'm meant to behold the perfect one. I'm meant to, be a place where the perfect one can lay his head. So I'm in that place where it's just like, man, I'm gonna live a beautiful life. And I don't care what anyone has to say about it. I'm gonna be awesome. Life is gonna be beautiful. Life is gonna be great. And it's not about glorifying myself. It's also that we can be witnesses to Jesus, literally. And Jesus said, I came to give you life and life more abundantly. Like, why am I live a dry down, crusty, dusty, no money, poverty, limitations? Like, why would I live that kind of life when Jesus came to break all of that off? Jesus came literally to give me life and life more abundantly. So I have decided that I'm going to live an abundant life in every area of my life. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Because you need to live your life more abundantly. Because he said he came to give us life and life more abundantly. So if you're not living life more abundantly, you need to evaluate what's going on. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing. I've been evaluating what's happening. What areas of my life am I stagnant in? What areas of my life have I given up in? Because let's be honest, sometimes you give up. Sometimes you're like, you know what? I'm going to settle for this. I'm going to settle for this. Or I'm going to settle for whatever. Like, sometimes you subconsciously give up on something for whatever reason. It's never in God's plans for me to settle for less. I'm sure of that now. I'm not willing to settle in any area of my life. And I finally decided to live a beautiful life without regard of like anything but Jesus. That is a beautiful place to be in. It's so freeing to just be like, you know what, God, me and you are going to do this thing, and we're going to do it big. We're going to do it together. We're going to co-mission together. Do what you originally planned, what you originally wrote for me. So I'm genuinely, I'm in a great place. I am Still learning a lot. Like, I have a lot of hard moments. Even in a great and joyful place, I still have a lot of hard moments. I still have hard days, hard moments, you know? But at the end of the day, still decided that I will live an absolutely beautiful life. I love that I'm like finally ready to go after my dreams and not be afraid of them, not be afraid of greatness anymore. Because the fear of failure is talked about more than the fear of success. And I feel like I struggle with success a little bit more. I think it comes from like me like just struggling to believe in myself, seeking for other people to believe in me, when it's like you should already have that foundation within yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then you're not really gonna get far. You only get as far as what your mind allows. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. I have to like now sit here and evaluate, Autumn, what do you think about yourself? I know that I am a son of God, but I know that I'm only great because of him within me and because of his great works that he's done in me. So now for the hair. Let's comb it. Let's shake it out. Yes. I love when my hair is like shaked out and fluffy. I love the fluffy look. The fluff. The fluff. Oh, the fluff. Ah. And now for the final touch, the blazer. But here is the final. Oh, I don't have on earrings. It's me literally forgetting to put on something on my lips other than lip plumper. I also need earrings, so 1 second. Got my earrings. Sometimes putting jewelry on with nails is just like the biggest like challenge of the day. You know what I mean? Like if you can overcome putting jewelry on while you have nails on, genuinely, there's nothing that can happen to you throughout the day that'll be too hard. Like, you got this. You know what I mean? The classic dark lip liner with like this red Vaseline that I mixed together, and then this filter gloss by Maybelline. I really don't like the color of it. It's a bit too pink and too light for me, but I feel like I could really use it for okay, let's see how I like it. Not too much. Now for the bag, and then I'm actually done. I literally don't have shoes on because my sister's giving me a pair of shoes, so I'm just gonna wear anything until I get there. I'm happy to be back. If you want to support me, just click the link in my bio. And stay tuned because your girl is cooking. Do you hear what I'm saying? Cooking. Happy Thanksgiving.